too much. There's a lot more involved than just moving players.
Now here's Simmons. From deep, he buries it from three.
He's not much of a threat to score, but Simmons dishing it, he can do it with the best of them.
Pass to Booker. From downtown, it's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. And so George will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a three-point game, and it's Simmons missing. Outside Durant. And here's Jackson. Six to shoot. Back to Durant. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Nice form and confidence from Durant. Not his first shot with minimal time left. Certainly not his last.
Plenty of space. And yep, it's good. He's got 5.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He could roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Off the mark there with a 3. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Holmgren. Edey against Gobert. The shot. And there's Memphis with another bucket.
Great dive by Gobert. Scans the floor well to find his teammates.
Washington has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Outside Durant. The 3. And the three-pointer goes.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
How prolific a scorer is KD? He and LeBron are the only players ever to score 40 against every team.
That is both incredible and not surprising when you think about it. The ease in which KD puts up huge scoring numbers is nothing like anything we've seen.
Here's Booker after Memphis picked up the 3 with their last shot. Washington moving the ball around. Baseline jumper. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist from Booker.
And Durant's jumper is as pure as it gets. You just assume ahead of time it's going in.
Holmgren, the pass to George. 16 feet out. And there's Memphis with another bucket.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Looking at our 2K leaderboard, these teams have been absolutely fantastic hitting the offensive boards. Memphis, 4th.
They've poured in a lot of second chance points recently, and that can be huge for your offense.
And it's Washington with the ball, trailing by 5. Who poked away? Pass to Durant. Booker for 3. He drops it from range.
And these are the type of shots that are just so easy for Booker. These short corner triples, these right here, best shot in basketball.
Now here's Simmons. Yet to see a basket. And it's Holmgren missing. For Washington, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. And stolen by Holmgren. Outside Simmons. It's George on the wing. No good from outside. Washington has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Here's Edey. And it's all tied up.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Holmgren outside. Edey with a steal. Outside Durant. Jackson with a screen on George. 5 to shoot.
It's the size of Jackson Jr. that is so hard to match up with. This is why defenders just are just forced to foul him.
Nice job to go at the rack and force the foul.
Washington shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now.
When you think about Jackson Jr., his defense is what comes to mind first. But he's also a talented scorer who stretches the floor with his shooting.
And so he makes both from the line. We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter. And so Tomas Isalo calls the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. They're getting their first look of the season at Washington in this one.
Last year, they battled to a stalemate, winning 1 game apiece.
A somewhat surprising split. One team made the playoffs and the other was lottery bound.
Up top, George. Inside. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
You're best to get out of Gobert's way. You don't want to be on the wrong end of that tug.
58 seconds left in the first quarter here. Edey with a screen on George. To the paint. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Pulls up, high post. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there.
It's nice to have moves like that in your back pocket. Simmons showing off his handles.
Durant surveying the D. Fires the 3. Knocks down the long J. 6 points for him.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
For Memphis, they've gotten 7 of their 10 shots to fall. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. The 3. The shot won't fall. And stolen by Holmgren. And here comes the break. The pull-up. The putback.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Grizzlies out in front, up by 1. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
On the court for Washington. Moses Moody out there with Jackson. Then there's Devin Booker. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, BA, they call them trap games. An opponent that on paper isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
Booker with it. Jackson with a screen on Cunningham. Lays it up and banks it in.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. Pirtle grabs a miss.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
With the drive, and he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there, just takes his 2 points, moves on. Cunningham up top. Shot clock at 6. The rebound by the Wizards. Coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Yeah, they seem unfazed by the hostile environment. I mean, just look at how efficiently they shot the ball. He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
The baseline, Jay. Pirtle grabs a miss. For Washington, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Booker surveying the floor. Washington moving the ball around. Washington needs to get off a shot. And the dunk by Pirtle.
What a slam by Jakob. You could see the confidence that he plays with down low.
Grizzlies trail by 4. So
Timeout,
Tuomas
timeout.
Isalos decided to call timeout here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Jaren Jackson.
Well, his scoring has dipped over the last few seasons, and sometimes that can be cause for concern. But it doesn't always tell the full story. You have to consider his role, his usage, as well as the other ways he contributes to the team.
George outside.
Pennywise cannot leave.
To stop the drought. The rebound by the Wizards.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss. The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Timeout.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. A big group substitution here for Washington. And rebounding the ball is so important. Here's a look at some of the best small forwards in the league at collecting boards. 5th is Kevin Durant.
And these guys may not be the tallest or strongest players on the floor, but that hasn't limited their ability to mix it up and dominate on the glass.
One word you always hear used to describe these guys is active. They don't leave it to just the bigs to do the rebounding. They get in there and do the dirty work themselves.
He shoots it. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
This demonstrates leadership. Durant knows his teammates look for him to score and score often.
Here's Powell. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Powell's got 8 points in the quarter.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, at his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just beasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you, B.A. Chet Holmgren checked some boxes. He said if you can play defense and shoot the ball, you can pretty much play on any court, anywhere. Those are 2 things that are always needed on the basketball court, and that's where the foundation of my game started. Guys, back to you.
A unique talent. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. Pass to Durant. Edey with a screen on George. To the middle. Oh, deflected. And now Memphis on the break. The finish! And the jam by George.
Such a well-rounded player. George is equally dangerous in the half court and in transition.
1:09 left in the second quarter. The Grizzlies have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Cunningham outside. Pass to George. They double team George. Back to Cunningham. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Good work there as it goes.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
George outside. Back to Cunningham. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 4 assists in the game.
A sharp shooter from the mid-range. Cunningham doesn't need much room to feel comfortable firing away.
Here's Durant. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. George against Portis. Here's Holmgren, and it's blocked by Edey. From deep three-point land. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Grizzlies up 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Thanks for tuning in. With half the game in the books, a bit of ground to make up for the Washington Wizards.
I've seen more stops in All-Star games. What do they call it, guys? Oh, yeah, Matador defense. They just let scores go by.
Ole, ole, ole! Next up, guys, let's talk about those power rankings.
You know, right now, for the Wizards, they're sort of stuck in this same range, right in the middle, here in the middle of the season.
Middling overall, just like your analysis, Kenny. Oh, just kidding, my buddy. You're the best, or at least top 30.
Top 30?
That's saying
Top
something.
30?
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And it's Washington with the ball. It's a 5-point game. They've got Holmgren. He's out there with Rudy Gobert. Ben Simmons is out there with George. That's the group starting the second half for Tuomas Isalo.
Such a great passer at his position. Dimes like this are why KD is a winner.
Holmgren outside. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Pass to George. Clock at 4. Holmgren outside. Fires the 3. He's off on that one.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Outside Durant. There's Jackson with the 3. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Durant's got assist number 5 here tonight. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
George against Durant. Pass to Jackson. Rejected by Holmgren.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
.90 seconds into the second half now. Out left to the wing. Pass to George. Shot clock at 5. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Doesn't go for him. Washington has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. And the dunk by Edey.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Pass to George. They need this. Gets the 3 to fall. George has got 7.
You can't lose track of PG. He is a lethal catch-and-shoot option.
Now here's Durant. There's the 3. The rebound by Ben Simmons. The rebound by the Wizards.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
Pass to Booker. Outside Durant. Back to Booker. 13 feet out. Ooh, nice little finish at the rim there for Booker.
Throw out those analytics. When Booker is taking a 15, 20-footer, that's a great look for him and his squad.
And so Tuomas Isalo calls a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And the 2K leaderboard now gives us a look at the shooting percentage leaders from this past month. Zach Edey on top.
One of the hottest players in the league. He's been really sharp from the field recently.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Simmons, averaging around 6 a game. Takes a 3. Gobert passes to Simmons for 3. George. Yes. And that's Simmons with the assist. Simmons has got 3 assists in the game. And Booker's got the ball here for the Washington Wizards. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to talk it over with his guys. A big group substitution here for Memphis. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Ware comes in for Chet Holmgren. Markkanen's checked in for Paul George. And Cunningham subbed in for Simmons. Here's Jackson. He's got 5. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Washington moving the ball around. Booker for 3. Washington again can't hit. Memphis has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Cunningham passes to Ayton. Markkanen outside from the arc. And another 3 from Memphis.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
Pass to Durant. Jackson outside. Jackson with a screen on Markkanen. Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Using the pick nicely. Durant able to find the open man.
Memphis has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Markkanen right side. Rebound by the Wizards. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. Markkanen against Durant. Jackson with a screen on Cunningham. And the shot goes. 11 points in the game.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Outside Booker. Clock at 6. Launches a 3. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
fadeaway. That's short off the rim.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Jackson for three. No good. Misses at the buzzer. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. It's the Wizards up one. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. They've got Devin Booker. Edie out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's Kevin Durant. Outside Simmons. Pass to Gobert. Outside Simmons. Here's Holmgren. Gobert passes to Holmgren. No good with the triple. Washington's got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Booker finds Edie. Jackson outside. And Gobert with a block.
He's led the league before in blocks, and Gobert, one of the best.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
And you also have to respect the pride they take in playing defense. They've been able to get some takeaways because of their activity level.
Simmons, the pass to Holmgren. And here's Simmons. Lets it go from deep. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got his 6th assist of the night. And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Brian Keefe was just reviewing the plan with his team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Allie, thank you. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Up top, Durant. George defending. Back to Durant. Pass to Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 is up. Ooh, Booker doing Booker things.
Part of the evolution of Booker's game, getting consistent from deep.
Simmons with a screen on Booker. Back to Simmons. Ooh, Durant with a steal. And it's Washington on the break. From outside the arc. And again, Washington with a triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Pass to George. Here's Simmons. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got assist number 7 tonight. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. Now here's Jackson. Fires for 3. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Here's Booker. Edey with a screen on Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. Ooh, it doesn't go.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Outside Holmgren. No good from 3. Now Booker. Holmgren there for the rebound.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Now George. It's Holmgren, high post. Jackson on him. Fires the 3. It's money from deep.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Two-point game. Outside Booker. From 15 feet away, just in time with the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Here's Simmons. Now Gobert. Gobert hammers it home.
Huge bucket from Gobert, answering the call when his team needs it.
The Wizards have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Oh, no good. Memphis has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter here. Using the glass to lay it in.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
From 11 feet away.
Attacking that shot. Simmons aggressive on the defensive end.
Uh-oh, now it looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
And by the look of it, guys, this could be serious.
Look, I'm no doctor, and I know that might be a surprise to a lot of you people, but look, that looked pretty harsh, and he's certainly going to have to miss some extended time.
Memphis making a switch here. Cunningham's checked in. Here's Holmgren. Cunningham deciding where to go with it. Simmons. Oh, no good on the layup. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now Durant shoots a 3. Yes, sir, with the 3.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And timeout is called by Tuomas Hisalo. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
If they've got a surefire quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
Here's Cunningham. Holmgren with a screen on Booker. Cunningham up top. Booker defending. Outside George. Edey with a steal. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Wizards, Kevin Durant. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And timeout is called by Tuomas Isalo. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
A chance to tie it up here.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3, but they'll probably try for a 2, but if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
Cunningham outside. Now Simmons. Count it!
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Booker can't get the 3. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. They've got Kevin Durant, Jackson out there with Edey. Then there's Devin Booker. Now Gobert. Cunningham on the wing. Booker defending. Just 5 to shoot. And Edey with a block. Jackson outside. From downtown. Holmgren there for the rebound. The Grizzlies on offense. Cunningham outside. Outside George. Here's Holmgren. George feels it out a bit. He launches. Oh, it's off. The Wizards' shooting has been great. 57% and finding ways to score consistently. Knocks down the trifecta.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
And rejected. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Oh, my. And that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
Now Gobert. Left side Simmons. George! Cash from downtown!
Oh, you cannot let PG get shots from the corner. He is deadly from there.
And Booker's got the ball here for the Wizards. Lets it go from 14. Outside George. Let's loose for 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
That's what you
It's into OT now. It's been a good one. Outside Durant. Takes a three. Gobert pulls it down.
You love to see the competitive fire, but he couldn't sink that revenge triple.
Washington has gotten 1 of 3 shots to fall from deep in OT. Booker fires.
Now, we know that Booker can score with the best of them, and he's also very skilled at drawing fouls.
At the line for the Wizards, Devin Booker taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that brings him within 2 here. Free throws good from Booker.
See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Simmons buries it from outside.
What a big shot by Simmons. You gotta love it when he does it with confidence.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Here's Durant. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
An all-defensive selection in this league. Ben Simmons has all the tools to be elite on this end.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Devin Booker, second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Memphis.
Good on the first. And that puts him up 5. And so both free throws good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Extending the team's lead. Just solid execution at the line.
Washington calls timeout. 15 seconds left in OT. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
Jackson. Oh, missed on the tray. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for 2. Chet Holmgren.
Take a break. Take a break. 2.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
And what you immediately notice about Chet Holmgren is his uniqueness. He's got size, but also tremendous agility. He can hit outside shots or battle down low.
And no good on the second free throw, so 0 for 2 there. Durant fires! So Memphis wins it. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime, they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to get to the extra period, and then their surge at the end. Whew.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Well, Paul, this team seems to be rounding into shape. What is your sense of the chemistry right now?
Really good, real beneficial. It's great that we was able to pick this win up. That's what it's about. We don't care if it's a blowout or if it's a close one. We need to learn how to do both. So it's great. We were able to pick this up. Good quality team win.
Good luck on continuing to build that chemistry.
Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching.